Attention gamers. Riot has finally done it. After years of enduring the memes, they've reworked Aurelion Sol, formerly known as the worst champ that has ever ended up on the Rift. And the hype has been real, making it the second most talked about rework in my lifetime, right behind Caitlyn Jenner, and of course in true Riot fashion the new version of this previously useless sparkly sperm cell is quite bonkers. Like, just look at this. So yeah, it has so many new party tricks, I'm just waiting for it to pop a ping pong ball out of its vagina. But here's the thing, just like that one guy who had more plastic in his body than the Pacific Ocean long before the Kardashians came and made it cool, there were people tricking this cosmic tadpole long before the rework. And so I found one of the biggest long-term trick of this champ to see how they are enjoying the OP post-rework skin sales season that comes with every new champ. And spoiler alert, he's rocking an 80% win rate in Master Elo, and today I figured we would cover one of his games since I'm being asked for ASOL content more than Belle Delphine is being asked to queef in bathwater and ship it to pervs. But if I were to show my own, it would just be a bunch of depressing defeat screens, followed by me doing the walk of shame to my refrigerator. But just like my solo queue teammates, the amount of good options is limited. We do have Mulk.
Give him the Mulk, Josh!
And then my menu boils down to green moldy mush, orange mush, red mush and brown mush. Not to mention, if I eat one more pumpkin seed I might shit out a jack-o'-lantern, and these feeding habits won't get me fed, which is why I use HelloFresh, the sponsor of today's profanity. You just go to the website, pick what kinds of meals you want, choose the best looking meals with the best discount on the market, and then they prepare all the freshest ingredients, ship them straight to your door with recipe cards at a fraction of the price you'll pay anywhere else. And then before you know it, you'll have a sexy wife at your side chefing up these healthy HelloFresh meals. It's easy, delicious and affordable, and if you use my link below or enter code POGRAVMAR60 you'll get 60% off and free shipping from your order. So thank the fresh that says hello, and let's get into the game. And the first weird thing he does is play this big-headed floating sperm cell top instead of mid, with these as his runes, and the start of this one wasn't exactly on par with something he beat his meat later while thinking about his tentacle. Tina has him saying prayers under tower until Lisa and the blind beauty shows in the area, so he hits a quick galaxy puke to egg her on and then baits it, to which Lee aims like a blind man, but luckily turret shots don't miss and the dive goes in the L column for Fiona from Shrek. But the early game is still not easy for this degenerate incel who's played thousands of games on this champ. As you see, he's battling with his inner demons, as well as the flipping flaccid tentacle wompers who were asked to serve as distractions. And if you were to ask this Ahri, they worked like a charm, and set our poor little shitter behind to the point where he was down 20 CS early in the game, and against this mud-covered bitch who's already aggressively aggravated over having her hand stuck in that clam pussy. So I'd think this would be an uphill battle. But Puff the Magic Dragon responds to a little game of peekaboo, give me your soul you dumb floating hoe, by slam dunking Pluto onto that ogre's face and then chasing her away by majestically floating towards her. He then plays it slow, knowing that her amputated weaponized calamari dicks are scattered in the area, until he has the safety blanket from he who brought the handcuffs, which gives him the confidence to do one more floaty fuck combo into the co for the kill. And you know how the saying goes, give a man a fish he eats for a day. Give a one-trick ASOL, the reworked broken bullshit version of his champ, a few kills and he pisses on his lane mate as he summons a large juniper nuke to herd muddy Meghan Markle back into the cove for some privacy for her embarrassing death. This bullying continues as he's reached one item, which means the strategy boils down to putting his little T-Rex arms into travel mode, floating at the ogre and then hitting a drunk vomit all over her muddy murdered muff. Then the neighbors called and they were like, is this Mr. the Dragon? And he was like, yes up bitches, and they were like, your lost dog is down here and she's trying to make us touch her tentacles, and he's like, I was wondering where that sad pathetic shitter went, as he comes in, puts her in a Star Trek stun and then sends her back home. This somehow was all that Kindred needed to see to think she could clear it up, which just goes to show that there is definitely a village out there missing its idiot, to which the uncoordinated shit fest of a team fight continues. If I were to tell you this was a Master Elo game, you'd be like, stop the fucking cap, this looks like the kindergarten single file line to the chocolate milk bucket. But then I will add that this is EU West and everyone will say, oh, this makes sense then. Our little Clash Day tapeworm is now 6-1 rocking the cocky float like he's the GOAT, but the actual GOAT is one of the 3 board certified dumb shits that got caught in his murder meteor and rainbow sucked off. He patiently waits for the immortal dance floor to peace out and then back into floaty fuck form to finish off the Healy queefing unicorn. His long-lost abandoned ogre is cosplaying the person playing her by being more antisocial than a dead sloth, not wanting to be around anyone or anything, and especially not this fed fucking sperm cell who fell in the tie-dye bucket, but Fiona's greed left her in a position to feed, and you can just hear the jokes coming out about dragging these nuts all over her face. Then Riot is like, hey, we will mark the minimap exactly where you can find a goat fetish shepherd jerking her ween, and Asol is like, damn, that's my kind of party, as you see some star vomit into a little follow the flashing leader with one space turd comet proc to finish her off. At this point, as a fed solo laner, tradition states that he should be at least 4 levels higher than any dog water drinking Euro poor ADC who thinks split pushing is the play here, as he comes gracefully floating into alley-oop Pluto into an easy one-shot combo. That said, these Hufflepuff shitters are still trying to storm the base like it's a US Capitol building after an election, but who needs Secret Service men when you have a spitting salamander from space doing the spin shits before going full-blown T-Mobile to finish the fox. Then no one is safe anymore on the Rift, because Riot was like, let's take an ability that was on a 1-minute cooldown before the rework and let's let him do it more often than a League player jerks off, so he does the float straight through Fiona like it's after midnight and that Shrek pussy ain't even worth looking at, as he then focuses on bursting the heel hoe right after. And from just watching a few games of his, it looks like he eventually just plops himself mid because he can get to anywhere in the map in 5 seconds to help his team, or in this particular case just steal a kill. Anyways, him and his teammates are now feeling more mischievous than a group of middle school boys on a sleepover who just found their first porno magazine, just ready for a quick surprise take a shit on this undying lamb who they drop kick out of the safety net before slapping the ass of that unicorn and Zambo-kneeing her dead corpse with his ult, which also hits some 1-6 zip codes away in true Riot rework fashion. They then all assemble like Autobots, with the main objective being kill the Kai'Sa. And if kills were chocolate bars, then this Illaoi could fool me as a fake fucking Willy Wonka, because she was just giving them away at this point. And the 4v5 atmosphere that this creates in way too many solo queue games has resulted from one failed abortion turbo-inting until the other team can get Baron, and a fed glitter-filled Galaxy Samsung ringworm just floats around the Rift on a worldwide murder tour, shitting on everything in sight and stealing kills from everyone else. And when you see the newest reworked champ with 17 kills and only 1 death floating at you like a nuclear bomb-equipped submarine, the last thing you should do is turn towards it thinking you can win any encounter, which puts one more point of evidence into the Kai'Sa's clueless argument. But yeah, I guess the benefit of committing your life to a shitty champ that gets reworked and is now busted balls broken as shit is that you do this every game with damage weens rocking at record levels. Rav out.